Hey everyone, Adwin's here again. I had just finished recording my Ashley video, and now we're going to move on to some other units that I have neglected over the past couple weeks, because there's some very, very important units to go over. Yeah, I'll just talk about why I skipped later at the end of the video, I guess. Sana finally got her ult. Against all odds, Sana decided to marry Ai-Chen, and this is their baby. Or that's just them merged together. It really is the second one. A lot of people actually thought that their quote baby, it's not really their baby. It's just they did have some program or something that is modeled after her. It looks like this too. I'm not entirely sure the story behind, the exact story behind these events, but I just know that this character, Uwasa no Sana, or the Sana rumor, it's actually Sana merged with Ai. As for how Ai is here, despite her being very much dead, both in the anime and as of where NA left off in story-wise, it's actually a recent development. In Arc 2, Chapter 4, at the very end, some rumors came back to life, I think. Either they came back to life or they got copied. I don't remember which one, but at least the Ai that comes back and helps Sana has the memories of Sana, so it's not like one of those amnesia stories, you know? Here the story is actually pretty good, but I haven't read any translations yet. Anyway, we have Uwasa no Sana. She is a balanced type. I just realized that even though I'm going unscripted for these for now, I'm still gonna have to go over the stats, because at least for Ashley, I already talked about her stats, and I've already talked about her in general. But here it's gonna be a little different, I guess. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units to talk about. So I should actually start talking about it. Excuse me. She's a balanced type with monstrous defense. Her defense pre-spirit enhancement is not super high, but well, I mean it's high, but it's not the highest. I think Kokoro is still one of the highest at 10,000 pre-SC, but 13,000 is kind of a lot. Let's look at the sorter here. So 14,000 is the highest with Snail, Kokoro, Sudachi. Yeah, she's still in the top 10 at least. There she is, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6th place. But she makes up for being relatively low in defense by being high. Wait, let me make sure I'm recording. Yeah, by being better in attack. She's a balanced type after all, and they do tend to have very good stats. I think the HP is not also not the highest, but it's still fine. So, unsurprisingly, Sana is still a tank, but she can still hit hard if she needs to. We'll skip over the Spirit Enhancement for now and go to Sewer Connect. A chance to curse on a guaranteed attack and guaranteed evasion. That's alright. Curse is a pretty strong status ailment. And honestly, whenever I see an ailment, I always think of Attic Killer. Attic Killer is one of my favorite strategies in this game, and I mean, Curse is pretty good for that. Magia, what's her deck again? 2A, 2B. So that's not irrelevant. Damage all enemies, sure. Attack down is good. Attack down is really good. 20% on all enemies for 3 turns is fine. Chance to stun is really good. Especially, since this is AoE, that's really good. And then Aqua Attribute Attack Up. Aqua Attack Up is, Attribute Attack Up in general is pretty good, because it breaks buff limits. But it only does it to self. That's kind of disappointing. Well, maybe it does. It maybe gets buffed when you use her Magia 2 / Doppel. And no, it doesn't. It's just herself still. And on the one hand, her attack isn't horrible. It's really good actually, but I really wish it was a team buff. I'm not sure if it's clear, but I really value AoE buffs, because it buffs like buffing the rest of your party is like really good, because like you, especially since you're submitting to RNG, you can't guarantee, like say if you have Sana on a team with like any other unit really, and like you draw their disc instead of hers, you don't get any bonus damage because all the buffs are on her, which kind of sucks. And it doesn't. Oh, okay. So they add ignore damage cut also to self. So Sana would still be a good attacker if you use her Magia too. So that's fine. It's just like I just wish it was an AoE buff. Now let's look at her Spirit Enhancement. Attack down and attack up. That's attack drain. That's an interesting skill concept, but I think it's weak. Like 10%. Like this isn't an insignificant amount, but at the same time, I just feel like it's not. I don't think it's really enough to be relevant. It's definitely not going to be relevant in mirrors because it doesn't really like. If we want to debuff, you have Mito Rain, you have Negotiator. 10% isn't going to cut it. It's not. And then notable nodes, it seems Curse on attack. That's really good. Defense Pierce is really good too. Again, considering her attack is actually pretty good. And then she has 2 damage cuts. Does it? I don't think it specifies if it has to be like during quests or whatever, but 2 stacking damage cuts is really good at the start of the battle. And like even when this goes away, you still have the first one like indefinitely. What sucks though is that that's all she's got on her Spirit Enhancement. Like nothing else interesting about her, but it does make her a really good tank. And she still has a really good offense. Like she probably would be your secondary attacker and secondary tank. If you can find a way to make people attack her, then she would do really good. Like maybe give her Guardian or something. She'd be a great generic. Honestly, she's just a great generic unit geared towards defense. The thing is though, she doesn't really specialize in anything other than generic defense. And she can, I keep saying this, like, she can still put out some good damage, but it doesn't really fit her into any role. I don't think, if you have her, she's fine for PvE. She's definitely not going to be anything in mirrors, I don't think. Unless there's something I'm missing here. But, she doesn't match any of the other units, like, that I think have, like, niche, even niche potential. I don't think she has any of it, like, tanks need, like, Provoke or whatever. Like, you could probably give, like, Training or Ryushin. I'm spending too much time thinking about it, but I think Sana on her own is a great unit geared towards defense for PvE, but she doesn't really have a lot that's special to her. And definitely not mirrors viable, I don't think. But people will roll for her because it's a Sana ult. She was the last person in Mikazuki Villa that needed an ult of some sort. And she got it. And congratulations to her. Like, I actually really like the way she looks. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, I like this one a lot actually. Like, the colors are weird, but I like it. But for Sana, I think it's a great development of that style. And like, even like the 16-bit crown is really cool. And even better, we get Ai-chan as a costume. Granted, it's a little more bland than the actual like unit itself, and it doesn't use the creepy realistic sprite that we used to see from Ai-chan. But I don't know, she's fine. Like, just the fact that she's here at all is really good, and I love her voice. If you have a chance to look up her voice lines, look them up. Her voice is actually really nice. Come on. I think that's all I gotta say about Rumor Sana. Roll for her if you love Sana, because she's great. And I mean, I'm not gonna roll her because I don't have enough jewels, but she's got an interesting design, all that. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of rumors, let's go to Rumor Tsuruno. So, if I remember my own video correctly, I mean, I fucking made my own video and I barely remember it. She is a charmer, but Problem with that is that her charm to attack is only 80%. It's not guaranteed. So using her as a charm battery isn't always reliable, but I liked using her as like just a second Tsuruno that also has like different ailments like charm. And there's really not much else to say about her that's different from the last time I talked about her. Because nothing much changed except for her spirit enhancement. So let's look at that. For a 3-star, her attack is really good post SE. That's really good. Her defense is probably about average for a 3-star. I'm actually not sure. Actually, we have the sorter right here. 9 is... yeah, it's kind of on the average there, but like, you also have people like Basara in this range. Kako's here too. Where is Tsuruno? Oh man, she's actually kind of low on the list, but it's Tsuruno. She's a glass cannon. Always has been. I kind of wonder where she sits for attack. Scroll. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that she's on the average around here. So that's fine. It's fine. And again, this is like maximum like SE, 100 out of 100 nodes, and like we still don't even have the ability to do that. So the stats will change depending on which routes you take on the skill tree. But her actual SE, this is garbage. MP damage? Who fucking cares? Maybe you could use it in mirrors. I don't know. Especially since it's like single target, like if your enemy team focuses on Magia, it'll be set up so that like if you deal with one Magia attacker, you'll still have one more to deal with. Like another unit on the team will fire off a Magia. So it being single target really sucks. Status ailment resistance down is probably better in PvE, certain challenge fights. 20% is a lot, and that's fine actually. So, more added killer stuff. Awesome. No one cares about Magia Seal. Chance to evade is standard, but it's good that she has it. Flame attack up 5%. That does not sound like a lot. Let's see if Spirit Enhancement. Okay, so as far as Spirit Enhancement goes, the only other person with a passive is Tsudefeli at 7.5%, and it makes sense that she's better than regular Rumor Tsuruno because base 4-star. So that's cool, I guess. What else? She has a little bit of Magia damage up here. That's pretty good. Damage cut, also standard, but it's also good that she has it. Chance to critical hit, it's average, but like, honestly, just looking at it now, it just seems like a mishmash of like things that everyone should probably have, but it doesn't really put her in a theme, really. Like, why don't they try to like lean in on the charm or give her like, fucking added killer. In fact, let me check something real quick. Tsuruno. Where's she? Yui. If I'm... okay, no, it's not exactly the same. Okay. Tsuruno's way more damage oriented with these blast damages, and Magia damage ups, charge attack damage up. So I'm trying to think like what is the point of evade, damage cut, critical hit? This is stuff that like a lot of units have in some combination, but it doesn't really add much to her. Anti-evade is fine though. 35% is really good. But it's not guaranteed, which, there's a lot of skills that already guarantee it, so it's like, I don't know. I don't think this is a really good spirit enhancement. And it kind of sucks too, because Tsuruno here is the last character that needed spirit enhancement. I know I haven't talked about these three over here yet, but I'll get to them. I wanted to talk about Rumor Tsuruno first because I also think she's a way more interesting unit to talk about than the other three, even though her spirit enhancement sucks. Also, it's a good segue from Sana. So before we do go to the other spirit enhancements, let's actually talk about Nagisa, because she is definitely the one people were looking forward to, especially if they were migrating from NA servers. So she was our Valentine's unit last year. She is a cycle support type, which is basically support type. And as you'll see soon, that is very important. Attack and defense are pretty average, which I think is actually okay for support. Like, support types are usually kind of shitty in stats. They kind of are, like pre-SE, but post is fine. Let me see, 23, 23, yeah, it's alright. Connect. The damage up, defense up, and chance to ignore damage cut. The ignore damage cut is probably the best part of this, because everyone already gives like attack or damage up if they're base 4-star. Magia heals allies, that's fine. Removes debuffs, that's fine, but honestly no one really cares about these two parts except for maybe the HP restore. I'm gonna let you guys know now, you probably already know, but Nagisa is a mirrors unit. And so maybe HP restore is actually relevant because like if you pop her Magia off, then you heal any damage that your enemy team dealt. And then yeah, the Doppel doesn't really add anything. It's just Candy Charlotte. Kind of cute. I actually like the Charlotte design as a Doppel. It's pretty cool. I like how creepy it is, though I think the candy is a little much in the Valentine's version, but it's not really that big of a deal. Spirit enhancement. So skill seal on attack. That's I used to really like hate this skill. Like it's mostly useless, but in mirrors, activating your skills is actually really important because it gives you points in addition to like everything else. So 50% is not reliable, but it could be relevant. Anti-bind is fine, that's just flavorful to be, because she's Mommy's ally. Chance to evade, yeah, that's whatever, kind of the same. So fast mana up. I've mentioned this before, but ever since the MP nerf, this is less powerful. So you only get like, what was it? 50% of 150 is, it really doesn't matter. Like, fast mana up like kind of disables a lot of like fast Magia strategies, but it's not that big of a deal. Magia strategies are still pretty fast. Chance to ignore damage cut, that's a pretty high chance, it's fine. And then the Magia damage modifier is pretty high on her too, because that's 15, 20, 25. That's a 25% bonus to her Magia when you get there. But honestly, like, that's not like what makes her super good. Like, her Magia is great, but what makes her super good is these two skills. Skill Quicken, like I just mentioned, Active Memoria are actually pretty important in current mirrors because they give you points. So you want to activate as many as possible. Skill Quicken is usually not guaranteed, especially if it's a passive, but it's guaranteed here. So if you have low cooldown Memoria, like Mewtwo Rain or Negotiator or whatever else they use in mirrors, you can get those a turn early. And Mewtwo Rain I know is turn 3 normally, so if you get that on turn 2, that's really good. And Endure, her defense is pretty good. So like, I think also like if the enemy tries to attack Nagisa and she endures, then like that's another plus. Because when units die, they I think you lose some points too. Or is it, I know like their points in mirrors are just based off of HP, but I mean it's still good to have someone survive because it buys you a little bit of time, especially. But that's a little less important I think than the skill quicken. Because if you can quicken your own Memoria to debuff your enemy, and you greatly lessen the chance that they will kill you on the crackback on their turn. So you have more time to build up your Magia, or build up your connects, things like that. And so she's like a staple in mirrors right now because of that. With how focused the points seem to be in both active Memoria and Magia. She's pretty important alongside Nagisa, who functions as a Magi attacker, and Sudachi, who functions as a tank. In the classic DPS healer tank lineup, she's the healer slash support. Like, she doesn't really heal. That's not her point. Like, she's more of a support. So I guess my analogy is kind of off, but also not, because a healer is a support, and you get what I mean. So staple support in mirrors. Otherwise, not really great in PvE, I don't think. Well, maybe not like bad, but she's not like special either. She's a Magi unit in PvE, I think. But what do I know? I don't play mirrors as much. I don't pay attention, and she's not available anymore anyway because I skipped over her. Well, she's not gone because I skipped over, but she's gone and I skipped over her. But she'll probably be back in like anniversary bags, things like that. So she'll be back. She'll be back. Don't worry, guys. And now for the little gremlins, we got Hinano Miyako. So I've talked about all these characters before except for Kuro, but for Hinano, she's mainly like poison focused, and that's fine because status ailments are pretty strong in this game. Because people inflicted with status ailments can't evade. But her role, at least as far as I saw in the NA servers, was that she was actually a pretty decent glass cannon when you had nothing else. Her defense is actually a little better with SE, but like I remember when I was playing mirrors in the English version, I'm mainly, like, even if I played like some fire characters, Hinano would deal a surprising amount of damage. Like, those Memoria slots are nothing to scoff at. They are very important. But honestly, Hinano is she doesn't scale well compared to other units. But what does her spirit enhancement look like? Maybe that'll help her. Her active is just poison, which is it's guaranteed poison, but that's all. She doesn't even have Attic Killer anywhere. You could probably give her Attic Killer with a Memoria, but I would rather it be on her Spirit Enhancement in the first place. Poison Edge is fine. Chance to Stun is fine. Like, that's really good. That's great. Charge attack damage, yeah, she's 2B, 2C, so that's fine. But otherwise, nothing really stands out to me other than her status ailments, her not very good active, and the complete lack of Attic Killer. Like, honestly, Attic Killer is like the thing that makes status ailments work other than the whole evasion thing. So, unfortunately for our little toast face, she remains an underpowered base 2-star. But she's a good character and she's great. Anyway, next we've got Aimi Eri. When I reviewed her, I figured that like the design philosophy behind her was that she was supposed to be a mirrors unit because of her blast and anti-evasion. The anti-evasion is probably more important nowadays than it was before, but like even though like just because they designed her to be a mirrors unit doesn't mean it works out. Like, I really don't think like they meant for her to be a powerhouse, but like she didn't really have much use in mirrors anyway. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm like, the signs are all there, but the power is not. Like, with Spirit Enhancement, she's not great because she's capped at 4 stars, which is unfortunate because her design is great. Like, look at that 4-star art. It's fucking awesome. If it would load, there we go. See, look at that. Pew. So what's her Spirit Enhancement like? Chance to chase. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Chase, critical, and evade. Those sound like generic buffs, but I think at least it makes sense for her because critical hits makes sense because she's got a gun. That's her normal attack. Chance to chase, you barely see that. Like, you only see that like, okay, well, it's not that uncommon, but like it's not like super common either. Like, these are the only 3 permanent units that have it out of 6. No, 5, excuse me. Ren's there twice. So that's, I think it's really good. If she gets uncapped, her damage output could probably be better. Like, depending on how much attack they give her. But, Spirit Enhancement is already set in stone because of the... Yeah, they're giving her more defense, so that's actually not very promising. But she has 2 blasts, which is fine. 2 Axel Disc, which deal more damage than blast individually. So she could still put out some decent damage. Her active skill is pretty good. Anti-evade, like I said, it's more important now than it was before. And blast damage up. Wait, I fucking I just realized this is literally just her connect, but on herself. That's amazing. It's not that amazing, but the fact that you can guarantee at least the anti-evade on herself is fine. Blast damage up is not super irrelevant on her because she has 2 blasts, but like honestly, now that I think about it, I would rather connect on someone else with better damage output than use it on herself. I guess that's all to say about her. Now this young lady, I don't think I've ever talked about her. Kuro. Not Kuroe from the anime, just Kuro. Just a random black feather from a random Valentine's story. A couple years ago, during a Valentine's event, Glasses Homura had a Valentine's side story, and it involved this black feather. And they had a really good, like, it was a really good story. But unfortunately, Kuro did not survive it. If you can find the translations online, then I highly encourage you to do it. It's really good. But she's the only other 1-star in the game other than Iroha. She can't even get any higher than that. But she still got Spirit Enhancement because, well, you know, everyone's got to have Spirit Enhancement. It's not great, unsurprisingly. I think like her max level is like 20 because of the 1-star thing. Like, holy shit. Connect is interesting because it gives attack up to Homura 60%. That is really good. But Moemura is not good, so... And Magia, who fucking cares about her Magia? Like, sure, 2A2Cs. Like, no, what? Don't build Magia with this character. Like, I feel bad saying things like this because it's just like, her story is so tragic and it plays really well into her gameplay. Cause like, she was made to die. This is her personal memoria. Attack up upon death to allies. And defense up, like, she buffs her allies when she dies. So like, it's good if she like fucking witches out. This is her witch right here. God, I feel so bad for her. Like, she's like probably one of the worst units in the game, and she literally is better off dead. That's horrible. That's horrible. I feel really bad for her. But that's reality, I guess. God, even saying that is horrible. Spirit Enhancement, honestly, it doesn't matter. If her purpose is to die, why would you want to make her stronger? Like, I don't know, maybe she just survives 1 turn, then she can bind someone. That's pretty good. Like, going down swinging is not, like, a horrible concept, but honestly, there's not really much point in, speccing into her Spirit Enhancement, unless there's a way for you to, completely spec into attack. Because if you, get much HP and defense, it makes it harder for her to die. So, like, it doesn't really help her purpose, her role. But that's Kuro. She was given away for free, I think, during even the last event, Valentine's event, when or something like that. I don't remember when she was rerun. She was given away for free. Don't worry about it too much if you don't have her, unless you're a collector like I am. But there's really not much else to say about her. Just like, I feel really bad for her. So, what am I clocking at? Oh, fucking hell. This was supposed to be shorter than the Ashley one. I've been going on for longer because I guess, well, I talked about 6 units. And, hang on, I need a little break because there's still stuff I gotta talk about. But, I need a little bit of break for my voice, you know. And I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm back, and well, while I was, on my break, I was thinking, like, I did more thinking about Kuro especially, cause like they could have done more interesting things with her kid, cause like she's interesting in the fact that she buffs her team when she dies. And as horrible as that sounds, like flavor-wise, it could still lead to some interesting mechanics if they try to lean into it. Like, they probably could have like given more buffs when she dies, or maybe some buffs at low health. But I guess they don't really care too much about it, because for those who don't know, Kudo was not a planned character to be made playable. Like, they only made her because she was very popular. Like, her animations are like the same as like a basic Black Feather. Like, it was easy to throw together, so it's just like, why not? We won't even try, which is disappointing because I think there's design space here. And just overall, I think the spirit enhancement quality of these 4 girls, I mean, are very poor. Like, they're not. Some of them aren't horrible, but they're like not like I keep saying that spirit enhancement is an opportunity to give someone an established role, and as long as they're effective at it, then it's fine. Aimi, Kuro, Tsuruno, they don't really have that. Hinano has a role with her poison edge, but they don't really do anything with it. And honestly, the only thing you can really do with Stamp's ailments is some sort of like evasion bullshit or some Attic Killer. And as much as I love Attic Killer, there's not a lot of design space, I don't think. I'd have to think about it more, but I really don't think there's a lot of design space when dealing with ailments in this game, other than Attic Killer, which is just an attack buff. So these spirit enhancements are very disappointing, honestly. I think that's really all I have to say about those. How can I end this? Because there's other stuff I want to talk about, mainly dealing with the way I handle videos. So if it isn't obvious, I script all my videos for the most part. I like do my research, I look at the unit, think about like how to address them, like what do they do, what are they good at, how could you make it work, why wouldn't things work if they were bad or whatever. But making the script is very stressful, I guess, and also time consuming for me, because it's like I want to try to make things concise but also give you as much detail as possible. So that takes a long time. And honestly, with work being the way it is, I don't think I can really feasibly do that anymore. Especially like, I'm sure you guys noticed that my videos are almost always late or very last minute. Even now, Sana is about to go away. Like, she's leaving tonight. Or no, not tonight, no, the event ends in 2 days, but still, like, I was actually, like, not planning on doing a video on Sana, or Tsuruno, or Nagisa, because, like, it's just too much with work going on right now. And I felt really bad because, like, as a content creator, I have to try and keep up, but I haven't been anyway, so it's just like, what's the point? So I was planning on just doing, like, a quiet hiatus from analysis videos. I was gonna do like random stuff that I felt like would be easy to do, but then I would just like take a formal break from most of the main stuff I did, which would be like the analysis videos. But then, Trashly is here. Where's the tweet? I already got rid of it. Okay, great. But Ashley came about, and with how important the implications are, I think I had to talk about her. I had to. So I was just like, there's no way I couldn't talk about her. Come on. But, what the hell? Fuck it. So like, Ashley was important enough to me as someone who started, like as someone who was very attached to American Server. Even though I started in JP, Ashley was definitely someone special. So I couldn't not talk about her. And so like my hiatus was like a week or something, and then now I'm back, quote. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized, hey, maybe this is an opportunity for me to try out something different. I've already tried unscripted vids before. Didn't really work out because there weren't a lot of topics worth talking about other than the anime, I guess. And like with the speed at which NA was going, and like I don't know, those didn't feel like, well, other than the anime, which I still haven't even finished talking about yet, because like I watched episodes 12 and 13, and I just like never ended up talking about it on the channel. But anyway, I feel like unscripted videos might be a little better for me for now, because I can do it all in one take as long as I collect my thoughts. I still have to think about it, the units, and I still have to do my research. But at the very least, I don't have to worry about making a script that sounds concise, or you know, gets rid of all like the dead air that I do when I'm unscripted like this. So it's less effort and less stress on me, other than the fact that I have to try and do it all in one take. That's like the only thing, but I can talk. Hopefully, like, I don't sound too rambly. I'm actually thinking about, like I said, I was thinking about doing random stuff. I'm actually going through Danganronpa 1 right now, which you could probably tell from like my Discord profile, the music going on right now, and I'm actually going to be uploading a little bit of that soon-ish, depending. Just finished Case 5, really good story, like really good. I don't sound as excited because I'm trying to go through this quickly, but like, what else is there to say? Like, work is just gonna only get worse and worse. Like the scheduling has just not been in my favor, so I can't really work on scripts anymore. So I have to like just do what I did today and just like look at the units and kind of react. Well, I don't really want to say react, because it's not like I do this like completely blind. I still have to do my research, still have to think about it. Like, what do I have to say? What order do I have to say it in? I still have like my my video notes here, the non-committal channel update. So like, I still have to have it somewhat organized. And I guess it just takes some practice, because I'm still fumbling a lot. There's a lot of dead air. Even if it's like a little bit at a time, there's still a lot of it. So, I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Do you have any criticisms about like the way I've been talking? Like, any like, what do you guys think about the way I've been doing things today? Like, I guess leave a comment below. I am on the Makireko Discord if you want to talk to me there. Like, I could have sworn I had more to say about like me not being able to make the videos I used to make anymore, but like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, I could also work a little bit more on the meme videos, like say Makireko in a nutshell. Maybe like vids like all you need to know about blah 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 could be a thing. Like hang on, like the one with Himena, like dubbed over Raditz or whatever. Like I could do. Oh, that's probably not something you guys should see, but so like those seem to be very popular. Like my QB video was really popular. Like it's still getting views to this day. And so yeah, I could probably do more of those. We are definitely working on Nutshell Part 2, but it's been a while because of work. But I don't know. The review videos are starting to become more and more like busy work. But I feel like if I do it like this, where I'm just talking, even if I'm basically talking to no one, like as I record this, I know I'm going to be talking to the viewers technically, but talking alone just feels weird. Well, I already do that when I record my scripts anyway, but I guess at least in this environment, I'm a little bit more natural. It feels a little bit more comfy, even though my voice ends up hurting at the end of it. Cause I have like water here at least, so hold on. So in conclusion, I guess review videos are probably a thing of the past, or as they were. I'm probably gonna do more unscripted things like this. I'm gonna be working more on my meme videos. Gonna be uploading things for other games probably, and I just want to let you guys want you guys to let me know what you think. Any criticisms for the videos I've had today. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying to sum it all up. And I don't know what else to say, but oh, I know what to say. You guys should play Idolmaster Cinderella Girls Starlight Stage. Yeah, great rhythm game full of cute girls and idols. And right now they're doing a collab event with another Idolmaster sub-franchise called Million Live. See, look, there's a Shizuka. She's from Million Live. She's pretty. And that's Rina. She's the girl I mentioned earlier about she had a forbidden card. And then there's Julia. See, they play guitar. They actually know how to play the guitar. They can play their own instruments. And Julia here, red hair, she is voiced by Aimi, who also voices Cashew from Bandori. And she also plays the guitar. Like, the girl plays the guitar, and so does Cashew. She plays the guitar. And the actual song itself is pretty fucking hype. Harmonix? That's bomb-ass song. Real banger. I probably shouldn't play it here while I'm recording, otherwise I would get copyright struck, but, like, look it up. Great song. Honestly, Idolmaster is, like, typical idol shit, but, like, at the same time, it's got a lot of great songs, too. So, after shilling out my main games, they're like, go play Magireko. Like, the event is easy. And Ashley's coming, so go play her event too, because, you know, Ashley's actually getting a fucking event compared to NA, but, like, Idolmaster, also great franchise to me. Good rhythm game. Did the tappy taps. And in the meantime, I guess I'll see you guys next time.